Who are you?
I am
Riftbound. There are Project K news, or should I rather say Riftbound news? Over the past few months, things have gone quiet regarding the development of Project K, and even I started to wonder if Riot had scrapped the idea altogether. But guys, I was wrong. The developers of the League of Legends TCG have just released a new development video, and they even launched a brand new YouTube channel for it. Although the video is barely over 5 minutes long, I've gathered all the key details about Riftbound. First things first, Project K is no more. Just like other early Riot game projects, it has now been given an official name, Riftbound. This card game will feature 1v1, 2v2 and even 4-player free-for-all modes. Riot aims to make it accessible for beginners while maintaining enough strategic depth for competitive play. The first set of Riftbound will be called Origins and will contain over 300 cards. It will also include several pre-constructed decks featuring Jinx, Victor and Lee Sin as the legends. Additionally, Riot has confirmed that there will be a secret rare version of the Legends/Leader cards, though we haven't seen any of those rarities just yet. Alongside the first set, there will be a starter or extra box called Proving Grounds. This set will include the legends Lux, Annie, Master Yi and Garen. It's designed for casual players, beginners and anyone looking to dive into Riftbound for the first time. Now let's talk production. Riot Games has announced a partnership with UVS, also known as Universus Games, who will be handling the printing and distribution of Riftbound cards. UVS has been in the industry for over a decade and is known for publishing card games like Attack on Titan and Solo Leveling. But onto the most important question of the day. When can we finally play Riftbound ourselves? Riot Games wants to launch Riftbound this summer, this year, but only in China at first. English-speaking countries will follow towards the end of 2025, and other regions will get a gradual rollout sometime in 2026. That covers the major announcements. But let's not skip over the most exciting part of the video, the cards themselves. Riot has given us a first look at several redesigned cards, and the improvements are striking. Starting off with Jinx. I've placed the old design on the left and the new one on the right for comparison. Right away our eyes are drawn to the main artwork, an entirely new illustration of Jinx. It looks far better than the old splash art, which was just recycled from League of Legends assets. The background is also a huge improvement, and the card now fills the entire space, removing the previous white border that many people criticized for making the card look cheap. Instead, the artwork extends to the edge, framed by a sleek, slim golden border. The new design looks so much cleaner and more polished. Next up we have Yasuo. This is another leader/legend card, and I really like that this information is now being displayed next to the name instead of being crammed into a vertical label on the right. Another great design choice is the subtle 3D effect. Parts of Yasuo artworks now extend beyond the golden frame, creating a more dynamic look. You can see his sword, cape and even his hair breaking out of the card boundaries. But what really caught my eye is the background. If you look very closely, you'll be able to see a wind pattern behind Yasuo, which fits his theme perfectly. Compared to the old card, which looks, well, just pretty bad. This new version is definitely miles ahead. Now on to Victor. On the right we have the arcane version of Victor, while on the left is the old machine Victor, which, let's be honest, looks terrible. The old color scheme was also a mess. The bright yellow clashing with the baby blue was just painful to look at. And the worst part for me was the transition in the middle where the card name was placed. It made the text hard to read and left a very poor impression. The new design improves on this significantly. While the yellowish tone is still present, the transition between the color is much smoother, making the text far more readable. Victor's artwork also looks way better. Like Yasuo, he now has a themed background and his hand, runes and staff extend beyond the gold frame for that 3D effect. Moving on, we have our first non-legend card, the Deathbloom Predator. The artwork of this card hasn't changed much, but the colors are more vibrant and the art now fits the frame properly. The removal of the white border once again makes a big difference, which also goes for aligning the card's design with the new Riftbound style. It's a simple update, but a very effective one. And now for our first spell card, Super Mega Death Rocket. It's Jinx's signature spell. The artwork here remains mostly the same, but Riot has made some subtle yet impactful changes. The old card designs had a white text box which kind of felt out of place. The new designs replaces them with a transparent background that blends into the rest of the card, making it look much more cohesive. It's a small change, but it makes a very big difference in presentation. And finally, let's talk about Lee Sin. Unlike the others, we don't have an old design to compare him to, since Riot didn't release a Lee Sin card before. And most likely this will be another legend card, probably the one included in the pre-constructed decks from the Origin set. Also, this card doesn't have any text, cost or aspect details yet, so all we can really do is discuss the artwork. As for the artwork itself, Lee Sin definitely fits the Riftbound aesthetic. However, I'm not a fan of the background. I get that the swirling shapes are supposed to resemble his ribbons, but they don't work as well as the thematic elements in Yasuo's and Victor cards. Still, overall, the artwork looks great, and I'm excited to see more details once Riot reveals the card fully. So that's it. We got a look at 6 new cards in total. But wait, there's actually more. While going through the new video, I noticed something interesting. Riot Games didn't just create a new YouTube channel, they also launched an entirely new Riftbound website. And if you check it out and scroll past Jinx and the new video, you will find 2 additional pieces of artwork. On the left, we see Kai'Sa, and on the right, we have Ahri. This strongly suggests that both Kai'Sa and Ahri will have their own cards in Riftbound. Whether they'll be legends or standard units remains to be seen, but the artwork looks completely original. As far as I can tell, these aren't reused assets from League of Legends, Legends of Runeterra or Wild Rift, which makes me even more excited for what's up to come. And that wraps it up for today. I'm really hoping Riftbound gets released this year, but either way, I'll keep you guys updated on any new developments. Thank you guys for watching.
Skip. But when does this game get fucking good?